the number one relationship skill that no one told you about. And this skill is the skill of being alone without being lonely. For the simple reason that if you cannot be alone, you cannot be in a relationship. If you don't love yourself, no one else can love you. I'm Coach Paz Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. In today's session, we're just going to talk about the importance of knowing how to be alone. Because when you're in a relationship, and if you go into a relationship because you cannot be alone and you don't know how to manage your own emotions by yourself, and you need someone else to regulate your emotion, or even worse than that, validate your emotions, you're screwed right off the bat, because you will get into a relationship because of a need and not because of a want. You go into a relationship because you need this person, like I said, to validate your emotions, to recognize them, to help you regulate them, and you cannot do this by yourself. So then immediately you become needy, and the relationship starts with, it's like a transaction. It's not relational, it's transactional. You need this person. And when you need this person, you will feel very anxious towards them. You will be really afraid of losing them. You'll start compromising your values. You'll start just losing yourself completely until the person loses all respect to you and attraction to you, and they just exit. And I know that you guys feeling this, and I know that if you're watching this, it's probably happened to you. And this is why you need to learn how to be alone. You need to learn how to individuate. And many people never really, never really gain this skill of being alone because they had people around them all the time. Maybe you even grew up with brothers and sisters, and you always had somebody around. You never really sat down with yourself. This is the kind of things that it's more common for people that experience these hardships and of being alone. They grew up with brothers and sisters, and they just always had someone around. People that were single kids. I think it's single kid. I don't know. In Hebrew, it sounds different in my head. But anyway, just a kid that is one kid, two parents. This is what I meant. So when this is your situation, this is where they learn better how to be alone. Now, if you didn't experience this, it doesn't matter what is your background. You can start learning how to be alone. And to start how to be alone, to start learning how to be alone, you need to be alone. You need to learn how to regulate your own emotions, how to soothe yourself. You need to learn how to enjoy your own company by taking yourself out, doing fun things with yourself, explore new hobbies, work on your fitness, be, start putting more work into yourself, regardless regardless to anybody else. And this is why even when you go to the gym, you can go alone. You can go even without headphones, just to really absorb and feel everything around you. Go to a park and just sit there with yourself. Take yourself out to dinner. These little things, you might think to yourself, oh, come on, that's ridiculous. This is a relationship skill. This is a relationship skill because you don't want your partner. Just think about this. Would you like that your partner will be completely dependent on you and needing you and always like on you? You don't want that. You want them to be individuated as well. You want them not to come from a need, but from a want. You want them to want to be with you and not need to be with you, because it's completely different relationship dynamic when it's like that and when it's not. So just think for yourself, who do you want to be with? And then start becoming that. And the way that you're becoming that, just like I told you, you start working on these little things. It looks very minor. It looks very minor that you say to yourself, it's not, doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is a big deal. If you learn also how to self-soothe, you don't need to bring every problem to your partner to solve. You can solve it with yourself, and you can even just share with them, hey, I had this thing, but this is what I've done. Instead of just constantly needing someone else to help you, to guide you, to be there for you, which is great because this is why we have relationships, but also be considerate for your partner's needs. Learn how to meet your own needs. And your partner, all they need to do is meet your expectations, what you expect of them. And this is open for communicate, open for conversation, and communicate with your partner in a loving and adult way. But if you need them, and if you can't be alone, and if you don't know how to be alone without being lonely, you will be lonely in a relationship. Because sometimes your partner can't be there. Sometimes they have their own life. And then what? What do you do? This is why I wanted to record this video for you guys, just to help you realize this on a deeper level, that knowing how to be alone without being lonely, it's a relationship skill. It's the kindest thing I would say that you can gift to your partner, your future partner, that it set them free and it sets you free as well. And this is where the relationship is. I want you, I choose you, I don't need you. And this is a beautiful, this is for me, this is what I think. It's a beautiful way to be in a sacred bond, divine union, a relationship, a marriage, and all that. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Sending you love. See you again in the next one.